Good day, everybody. This is the Ecclesiarch here, back with some more Warpforge, and today I am bringing you some content that was supposed to be for yesterday, but well, better late than never, I guess. So here we have a little bit of Sisters of Battle gameplay, and the reason why I decided to do a Sisters of Battle video is honestly because I've seen a lot of people currently complaining that the Sisters have been nerfed into unplayability, which I think is very far from the truth, because I've been playing Aveline and she's been doing amazing for me. I just think that there are some certain things that you need to consider and maybe tweak a little bit when you're building your deck. Like, for example, due to the fact that the relics have been nerfed, I'm no longer using the what's it called again? Exorcist. Yeah, Exorcist on Aveline, because I don't think that I can consistently get 8 faith fast enough so that I can always play Exorcist on 10 energy, and if I get Exorcist in my hand, it's just a dead card. Now, as for Aveline herself, I really like this Warlord, due to the fact that I love this ability, because this is the only ability that kind of reminds me of the Gym Boss Warlords from HHL, where you just make your Warlord stronger and stronger and stronger until she's really able to solo everything. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get there very often, but apart from that, your ability to gain attack, shield, and blast for a turn is insanely good, especially when dealing with things like Gordrang or, you know, other sisters, because you can stop the prayers with that. And on top of that, she does get her own pray, which is to give +1/+1 to a troop. Now, the fact that she always needs a troop to target is the reason why you can't gain faith as reliably as Junith and Erika, for example. But that doesn't really matter, because you'll still be able to get some faith, because Sisters of Battle now have some pretty good cards that allow you to gain faith faster. And you'd be surprised, but I'm not including any prayers on her, because I think prayer is like, how can I tell you, it's a little bit of a waste, because you already gain a shield with Demon Breaker, and you can't really abuse pray as much as you can with Erika, for example, because with Erika, like, you pray and put that on, and that's like 2 faith basically for free. With Aveline, you don't have pray guaranteed with prayer on turn 1, so it's usually, I think, a little bit of a waste on her. But other than that, we got some cool stuff here. We got the Arcoflagellant for a little bit of removal, and we got the Rose Sister, obviously a very strong card for Sisters of Battle, because all the buffs that they get together with faith, and the shield that she can get, obviously, which is really strong. Novena needs no explanation, a card that's always included in the Sisters of Battle deck, because the rally is extremely powerful. We do have Death Cult Assassin, though, and I think Death Cult Assassin is slept on a lot of Sisters Warlords, because, for example, on Aveline, she can make it a 4/1/4, which means that she's already going to have a ranged attack on top of her penitence, which can amount to a like crazy amount of damage. Obviously, Miraculous is still a very strong card, so we keep that. Rite of Restoration, again, another legendary card that is really good, just helps you bring back those powerful cards like Triumph and Astrid and stuff like that, basically. Cleansing Flames, very necessary, very strong AoE and as well as face damage card. You never really want to build a Sisters deck without this. I'm still including double Relics of Saint Cat. I think that it's still really good, because 3 faith is still nice, even though it's a little bit slow, but 3 faith is enough for you to trigger your Sacred Rose flank as well as your Miraculous Feat. So it's very necessary to be able to panic mode that whenever you need it. And speaking of which, Sacred Rose is still insanely powerful, because if you have 3 faith, just summoning 2 Rose Sisters that instantly shield is just beyond broken. So it's still a very strong card. Seraphim is extremely good, as always, so we keep that for that flank and good stats. Sororitas Rhino is not as strong as it used to be, but it's still a good thing, especially considering that Aveline can increase its stats, which is really good. So it's a shadow of its former strength, which is good because it was broken as hell, but now it's still a good card. I got 1 copy of Spirit of the Martyr for very, let's say, extreme situations, as well as if somebody decides it's a good idea to be playing Scarabs. So definitely 1 copy of that. Asteroid Thurga, again, together with Divine Intervention. Unfortunately, guys, Sisters are a very legendary heavy faction, so you won't be surprised to see that I'm including so many legendaries in there. Zephyrim Superior, I prefer this Zephyrim over the other because with Aveline, you can make this a 5/5, which is a really powerful flank. It can destroy the Deathwing Terminators. It can now destroy Lazarus because now their HP has been nerfed. So together with Aveline, this can take them out, which is important as hell. And on top of that, has a good prey for card draw. We got Adelaide, like insane 6-drop, probably the best 6-drop in the game. No comment here. Helps you get a lot of faith or acts as an insanely strong flanker. Saint Celestine, I just think that is another legendary that is kind of slept on and considered to be a little bit weak. Even though I think that Saint Celestine is still a big problem, especially if you're playing aggro, which you might tend to play as Aveline, because what really happens there is that if you're going aggro and you drop this and the enemy doesn't have a stun, which is a lot of times the case with Dark Angels, who are meta currently, you'll be able to smack face with at least 8 damage together with Aveline's buff. So, important thing there. We got 1 copy of Emperor's Judgment, a hard removal. Can be insanely broken if you have high faith, but on top of that, you need something to be able to get rid of things like, let's say, the Deathwing Master. So, you definitely need 1 copy. And Triumph of Saint Cat, just because we have that armor, which is going to be contributing to the gym boss playstyle of Celestian Sacrosanct Aveline. So that's another thing that we need to have there. Now, without further ado, let's just jump in and see what we can do. I've been going quite well with her, almost 2080 already, with very few losses, and against a Swarmlord. So Swarmlord is scary, not gonna lie. Arco Flag will be probably good. Miraculous Feat, nice as well. Rite of Restoration, I don't know. We're probably gonna do that. And mostly I go for Guidance of the Saints on her because she doesn't really need that 1 faith point. But if you don't have Guidance of the Saints, then you can definitely go for the first one as well. It's still really good. You just don't need that faith that much on her because she doesn't really get anything until 8. So a good thing about this is I could do this and I can just pass. I don't need to attack the Swarmlord. So it's something that you guys need to understand if you don't already. This is also a defensive ability. This is not only an offensive ability, because making your attack 3 while also shielding yourself is enough to dissuade warlords even like Gordrang to not attack you because they're just taking damage for free, right? So as I said, it's an offensive ability as well as a defensive ability. So something you definitely need to consider. Okay, so he's thinking. I think this kind of made the Swarmlord feel a little bit uncomfortable. Something tells me. Okay, we got Astrid Thurga, and Astrid Thurga with this is absolutely nuts. Because you drop it at 3, and yeah, Swarmlord is gonna have a bad day now. Because guess what? I also have Rite of Restoration. Not only does the Swarmlord already struggle with removal, because it has serious removal issues in the early game. So see what he has to do here? This is very uncomfortable because not only does he sacrifice a gargoyle, he also takes 6 damage to the face. So the worst part about this, however, hasn't happened yet, which is I'm going to bring Astrid Thurga back. And there is a chance that he might resign here. Not guaranteed, but there is a chance that he might. He might have something to deal with this, but if he doesn't, he's just gonna have to resign it. Nope, he doesn't have anything to deal with it, which is unfortunate for him, obviously. He does make it invisible, which is nice, I guess. However, now I'm going to do even worse. I'm gonna drop this, I'm gonna buff the Rhino, and I'm gonna buff with Astrid as well. And there's gonna be a sister dropping there. Now, even with Rapacious Hunger, it's not a full clear. So it's very dangerous, and I'm getting to 3 Fate already, which is really good, because I'll be able to use the Sacred Rose into shielding, which is insane. So whenever you're going second as sisters, this is like a Carnifex but worse. So that's why the 40 level defense card is very important. But honestly speaking, that's one of the things that I really dislike in Warpforge. I don't think that this game is either pay to win or predatory in a way, especially in any way, I mean, especially compared to some other card games. But I think this is one thing that they got really wrong, because such a powerful defense card should not be hidden behind level 40. I think it should be level 20, just like it is with Tyranids, and I think Swarmlord needs to surrender now. I don't see Swarmlord bringing this game out. So it's gonna be Rapacious Hunger, most probably. And he will have to sacrifice his bad boy here, because otherwise he's in trouble. Yep. So I think that is good value. Now we got to 3 Faith. Not only do we have the Sacred Rose ones, we also have double Miraculous. And these guys are gonna go crazy now. And the worst part about this is, once these guys, once I use, my prayer, I can also shield up as well. So now he's dealing with a fully shielded board. Yeah. He's not having a good day, boys. He's not having a good day. Okay, does play the Gene Stealer, which is pretty good. However, it doesn't really help, which is really bad, because I do have an answer for that. So we're already at 6 prayers, 6 faith, and we're about to be at 7. And Swarmlord is about to get smacked so that I can do that AoE, and there's the Gene Stealer. Gone. And if he doesn't stop at least one of those prayers, even one he's gonna lose automatically, because I will start to... my ability is gonna start to pop off, and in which case, like, it's already terrible, because he's behind on HP as Swarmlord, which is already really bad, and me having higher melee attack than him is a problem. Ooh. So he does get 10 damage there, which is really good, obviously. But here's the thing about this now. The thing about this is, we are gonna do this right here. We're gonna whack him. And I'm going to do Miraculous Feat. Now, why am I gonna do Miraculous Feat here? It's because I'm not sure what kind of a horrid combo he might have. Because if he drops a Synapse, cheap one, and does attack bonus plus Bloodthirst, I die. But guess what? I am expecting that, so that's not gonna happen. We're not gonna let him. We're not gonna let the guard down. He can destroy us on the next turn. As I'm telling you, he just needs to play a Neurogaunt, play the Adrenaline Surge, and play Bloodthirst, and he just wins. Because that's... I believe that's even more than 30 damage, so you gotta be careful. Don't feel like you've won the game when you haven't. Yeah, I know I've been trash talking a little bit, saying he needs to surrender and stuff, but in reality, you should always be very careful, guys. You never know. You really never know when it might happen. Look at that. And he's playing really well, by the way. He's doing the correct things. Alas, however, it's not going to be enough. Okay, we do have lethal here, so we're just gonna finish him off. But even if we didn't have lethal, there's another Miraculous Feat over there to take us, to help us. So we did get like very, very lucky in this game, though. We gotta admit, it was a very god hand game. So not every game is gonna be like that. You should keep that in mind. We were just obscenely, we were just drawing obscenely well in this game. We did play well. On top of that, we didn't risk unnecessarily, and we made the correct plays, but we also got obscenely lucky. Okay, so the next opponent is Belial. Now, Belial is pretty interesting. I think we can keep all of this. It sounds like a good hand. Looks like a good hand. I mean, I'm still gonna get Guidance of the Saints. It's always useful. Guidance of the Saints can also be insanely useful if you have Saint Cat in your hand, because dropping that at 7, yikes.
The God Emperor is with me.
Oh, we got a Sororitas Rhino, that's good. Now we can feed Belial cards for his ability. Yay. Okay, alright. So, alright, that's an interesting hand there. That means that we're gonna be buffing up really soon. That's good, actually, that's good. Ooh, so he does play a company bet. Now that is very scary in its own way. I think we just play Death Cult Assassin here and just buff it.
To the Holy Emperor.
Now, if I were him, I would just play the ability and bash into this, because if it ranged attacks twice, this thing pings 2 times, and you realistically don't want that to ping 2 times. Yeah, I don't think that is the best way to do that, because again, it's better to take some extra point of damage on your Warlord than get this thing to ping too much. Okay, he did have the healing, so maybe it wasn't that bad. I take it back. Well, I mean... So what's he gonna play for 3? I think we just play Relics next turn. Probably. Holy shit, you really want that to survive, don't you? Okay, what do we do in this situation? I think we just play Relics. And we just bash into this. We're gonna take some damage here. Unfortunately, that is inevitable. We can't really do much about it. Unfortunately for us. Okay, Inner Circle. I'll take that. Let's hope he doesn't have another healing. Nope. Goes face with it. Okay. Alright. So in this situation, I think we just bash and we play Sacred Rose. Yep, I think this is how we go about it. Now, if he has a Deathwing Terminator, I might lose because he can, like, clear the whole thing. Because the shields are gonna get removed and then he just Belial's ability and just stomps everything. So, that might be the scariest play. We do get Triumph very soon, though, which is important because Dark Angels do struggle with removing things like that. Okay, we can take it. We can take that. It's fine. We can most certainly take that. Oh, what? I'm not sure if that's the correct play. I'll be honest. I'm not sure if that is the correct play. So... However, what's the correct play for me? This does need to go. It's guaranteed. I think we're just gonna do like this. And we play Saint Catherine next turn. I didn't want to swarm the board with the Rhino and stuff because he will have a lot of these monsters from Deadly Hunters, so it's not something you really want to deal with. Okay, now that is good. That puts me in an okay position for sure, because now I can do Guidance, I can drop my Triumph, and I can buff up. That's gonna give me armor as well, so it makes it a little bit harder for Belial to finish me off. And now there is also a extremely powerful thing on the board, which if he doesn't have Fury of the Unforgiven, he might be in trouble to deal with. Yep. Doesn't look like he can deal with it. But he does the correct move. Instantly he starts going face. That's what he's supposed to be doing. However, now it's going to get very, very difficult for him. Because, first off, I shoot this. I will remove this with prayers. I will buff this up a little bit. It's gonna go to 3 armor, by the way. And I'm gonna go to 2 armor. Now Belial's ability basically does only base damage to me, which is a good bonus. Blade Guard Vet, sure, followed by an Apothecary. And probably he still goes face, I think, right? He shouldn't, actually. I think he should take out the other one. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. Now that we are at this point of the game, we first take this bad boy out. Then we drop Saint Celestine, buff it, and start growing, basically. Now, already, this is a very bad situation for him, because my Warlord is 3 armor, and it has 3 attack, and it has blast. So, yeah, it's not looking too good. Because dealing with 3 armor, not easy. Ooh, he did do a nice buff on him. Funny thing is, because of the armor, everything is still gonna do 1 damage only, so we're not afraid. Yeah, it's game over. Unfortunately for him, this is no longer winnable. We even got Aveline there. I think we just Divine Intervention this, just to kill every hope he has. Which is an important part. Then we pray with this. And we attack with Saint Celestine. We do Demon Breaker. And we pray again. Yeah, and that's it. No way he's able to destroy me at 12 HP with 4 armor and a shield, so I don't bother getting Miraculous here, because, you know. So it's actually really important to understand the matchups, guys, because if I had swarmed the board, maybe he would have played the Deadly Hunters, which would have been catastrophic. And on top of that, I do know that one thing that Dark Angels tend to struggle with is cards like this, because not many of them run Fury of the Unforgiven. There's just not a lot of people who do that. And there you go, just for fun. Let's do this just to show you guys, because that's literally what I hold that card for whenever somebody plays that. It's fun that we topped it, but yeah, there you go. So once again, we managed to actually get to 8 faith. I think last game we also managed to get to 8 faith, right? Maybe it's not as hard as I thought. It's just that the Exorcist is kind of a dead card, and without it consistently going to 8 faith, I don't know if it's doable. So Triumph. Against the Orcs, Triumph is so questionable. I'm gonna keep it though, because I have Guidance. We're going second for like what? Oh, and he does Disrupted Sanctuary. Holy... He's got Disrupted Sanctuary. Holy hell. Okay. Wait a minute, why didn't he take damage? He didn't have energy left. Wait a minute. Does this only work on me?
will rain from the skies.
You're fucking kidding me, aren't you? You're kidding me, right? This card only works on the other person. Oh wow, wish we had known that back in the sister meta, am I right, guys? Holy hell, wow. That is amazing.
I will offer your blood to the Holy Emperor.
Do you freaking believe that? Nice one, nice one. Very nice one. Well, I'm not sure how hell am I gonna fight this, considering that, but oh well. Might as well try our best, I guess.
No armor will save you from our holy wrath.
How the hell is that possible? Okay, he does heal up a lot. We still have a moment before he's able to use his Will of Fork, so we're gonna abuse it to the maximum, I think. Holy hell. So much pink damage missed because of that, it's not even funny. Makari. Okay, now it worked. All right. Whoa. Wops. Wow. Ooh. That's a GG, I believe. Okay, now it works on him, but sure as hell wasn't working a moment ago. I mean, what? I can't be the only one who didn't. Did I? Have I gone blind or what? I think it doesn't work on the enemy warlord, right? Yeah, something's wrong with the sanctuary. I almost have it, by the way. I just need one more level, but what? Anyway, funny that we still won that, though. Funny that we still won that. So, as I understand, the bug is the following thing. The bug is that it is working on... it is working only on enemy troops, but it can also work... So, I mean, the person who's using it, only his troops are affected and not the warlord. But for the enemy who you use it on, or who you use it against, it affects everything, apparently. Because I didn't see Gordrang being hit by that ability once. Am I still going second? What the hell? Okay, so here's the thing. Triumph of Saint Catherine against the Eldar is a huge deal. So I'm gonna get guidance again. Oh my god, this video is turning into kind of Guidance of the Saint gaming. I mean, sure, like, it is important and I want you guys to see it, but God, this is not cool. I want to go first as well. Craft World Convergence. Oh, to just gain points, okay. I'll take that. So, against the Eldar, take it a little bit slow. Unless you certainly have to attack, you should just shield up, not to let them push their aggro. Eldar is a very, very aggro faction. They mostly want to be attacking you at all time and spamming the board. So even if you shield up, they will still take face damage. Because, well, that's just how they are. So, yeah. And in this case, we do the Astric Thurga play again.
Is consecrated to this,
making this a bit of a difficult situation for him, because he of course can't take it out. They have like shit tons of flankers, but either he has to commit 2 flankers here or take face damage on his warlord. Either of which I think he doesn't really want to do, because, well, 5 damage. Nice. We're gonna take that trade any day of the week, guys. Unfortunately, we have been stunned, which is not ideal, but I'm just gonna drop this. This is the shield from Astrid, so it's not gonna go away. So using our ability is a waste, because our ability shield disappears at the end of the turn. I mean at the start of our next turn, while Astrid's shield is permanent. Okay, he's gonna go face again, obviously. Okay, so we're already leading on HP, which is nice. Which is very, very nice. Now, obviously, there are some issues like reclaim happening there and so on, but we can still do some stuff. So. Our blades will rain from the skies. I actually like their voice acting a lot. The reinforcement drop. I think it's the same as the Ursula Creed voice actor. Adelaide's acting is also really good. All that you are and all you have done revolts me. That is just so cool. That sounds insanely cool. I can't be the only one who thinks that sounds insanely cool, right?
All that you are and all you have done revolts me.
So that puts us at 3 faith. Don't forget that Adelaide doesn't only have to be a flanker. She can also be used to gain faith. And 3 faith is a big deal. Sacred Rose, Miraculous, stuff like that. Again, troublesome unit for him to remove. Unless he has another Crimson Hunter. If he has another Crimson Hunter in hand, most probably I lose the game. And it's understandable. Okay, seems like he does not. Seems like he does not. Gonna take another beating here with 6 damage, which I will gladly take any day of the week. So that's Path of the Seer, but I do believe for 2 energy there is nothing he can get. So he's gonna have to do this, which is very, very uncomfortable, to say the least, for him. And here, what I will do is I could go for... Now, here's the thing. I could go for Relics, but since it's not 4 anymore and not gonna put me at 8, I'm just gonna drop Saint Celestine, because Saint Celestine now is a problem. He has to destroy it, and he can't, and he has to stun it now, so he has to waste either another Banshee, or he has to otherwise do a Banshee Mask, which he always wants to do on face, because, well, I mean, that's the whole function, deal damage. He can do a Reclaim now, so it's a big turn for him as well. Fortunately, we do have Miraculous going, which is also a big deal. We got Sacred Rose, so we have some answers for sure. He's still going face like a boss. I respect that, to be honest. Ah, so he's got the healing. Okay, and he just passes the turn. Interesting. If that is the case, what we do is we play this, boom, boom. So these guys are gonna shield up. Now I have an idea of what's gonna happen next. Most probably he's gonna do like Eldritch Storm, but we're gonna do damage to him anyway. So we don't care. Knowing that I have 2 invulnerabilities in my hand puts me in a very nice spot. Oh, he plays a Hornet. What? Does he have lethal? Did I underestimate my opponent? Nope. I didn't. Still looks like a very scary situation, honestly. Oh, you're forgetting something here, bro. You're forgetting something. Every part of me wants to play Saint Cat, but nope. We're just going to cleanse him. Yeah, GG. Yeah. We take out the Keltalk as well, boys. We do take him out. So, as you can see, some tough matchups can also be dealt with. Now, is Keltalk a tough matchup? Somewhat. You have to play it very smart. You have to make the correct plays, because face bashing against Keltalk is not a good idea. I'm still going second. What the hell? Is this a blessing or a curse? I'm not too sure. Why am I going second for what? 6th time now? Whatever.
The warp flows through me, and it will
Guidance of the Saint Fantastic, huh? Oh, got an angry boy here. Okay, hotshot.
No armor will save you from our holy wrath.
No armor will save you from our holy wrath. Traitors hate. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. Gonna be very aggressive. Yeah, let's do that.
Is consecrated to this relic.
He's gonna need a possessed here.
Savor the little time you have earned.
Okay, so we had what? We had oh wait, Azrael wasn't here. Yeah, I played a lot of games before that as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's play one more game. Let's see if we can get a loss to finish the video on. I mean, I think you guys are seeing that she's still very powerful. And a warlord that is slept on, because everybody wants to play something that they can abuse. Teacher, why... I'm going second again, by the way. Why would I ever want to play something when I can just spam the board with Junith and permastun my opponent? Why should I play something else? Well, you should, because she's awesome, and it's way less abusive than the others, at least. She's still pretty toxic to deal with because she's a Sister's Warlord, but... Can we not get Guidance of the Saint and Turga? What? This is starting to feel ridiculous. Iliac, by the way, is a more interesting matchup because he can smack the shield with his shuriken and still deal range damage to us, so we cannot contain his aggro as much as we could, for example, contain the others. I would say I'm still going to drop Durga here because it's a very good tempo play. Just it's a shield as well. No, obviously he's gonna use his shuriken, he's gonna sacrifice a troop and then just take it out, but it buys me time. And one of the... what? Oh, okay, I mean, that works. It kind of works. Until it doesn't. I mean, that can still destroy it, so... maybe we just do this. Okay. Okay, Path of the Warrior. That makes sense. Ooh, we got Adelaide. So first we're going to burn this up here, because we certainly don't want him getting any Spirit Stones and getting any damage. By the way, again, this is the Astrid Shield, so it's not going to get removed until Iliac decides to commit and do damage to me. Okay, he plays Wild Post. That's nice. I'll take that. Hope he plays something as well, a troop. No, he didn't. So my Adelaide is kinda slow here. Kinda way too slow, actually, but still gonna have to play it.
All that you are and all you have done.
The Crimson Hunter does destroy it, but I don't think we care too much. Still gonna have to take 6 damage to his face if he wants to do that, so I'll take that trade. And I'm gonna be sitting at 4 faith afterwards. No Crimson Hunter. Interesting. So... okay. I see. Okay. What the hell are you doing? He could have done that differently. He could have taken some damage to the face and kept the card. You know what? I mean, his choice, so we don't... I could actually resurrect Adelaide there, but I think I'm gonna keep Resurrection for St. Catherine. Because there's nothing in the Eldar arsenal that can kill St. Cat like twice. There's like... The Triumph is just too strong. Oh. No, that's not good for him. That's not good for him at all. Huh. So, is this guy unlucky enough not to have any Crimson? Oh, okay. I'll take that. No Crimson Hunters, that's crazy, to be honest. Yeah, now it's game over. There's nothing that takes this out. It's just plain game over. Eldar seriously need some type of hard removal, I guess. Though I can understand why they're not giving it to them, because it's a very aggressive faction and they want them to have a weakness, but at this point I think it's getting kind of ridiculous. Because what is she gonna do about this? There's like literally nothing he can do about this, right? He had to sacrifice basically everything, and it's still alive.
This is not the end.
Yeah, exactly what I mean. And little did he know that I also had a resurrection in my hand. Pretty crazy. Yeah, we're almost at 3k already. Holy hell. Yeah, I think that she's really strong. I would say that she's kind of slept on because people are obsessed with things that were really OP back in the previous season, but I think it's time to open your eyes to some new possibilities as well. And if you think sisters are weak, well, no, they're not. However, there's one thing you need to consider, that there's of course a big power spike with the sisters as soon as you get to the 40 level Forge, which I know that not a lot of people have right now. It's completely understandable for me. However, just keep that in mind. that even without that, this Warlord is still pretty powerful. I just don't know why the hell we went second in 6 games. But even when going first, she's still really, really good, because if she drops a, let's say, a Rose Sister on turn 1 and buffs it, it can get very ugly very quickly. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment and tell me what you think, and don't forget to catch the stream tonight. So I'll be seeing you in the next one. Ecclesiarch out.